All right, we're going to start because there are a lot of participants this year, more than we've ever had before, and I would dare say more audience members too, which is awesome, but also a little scary to me on behalf of the participants, right, who may not have expected such a big, robust turnout. I just ask you to remember that the performers are going to be basically here. So if you are sitting really close up and you think you're going to have any trouble being quiet, staying still, not being a distraction to them, move toward the back. If you have to get up and leave at any point, and I know that some of you can't stay the whole hour, that's fine. This isn't a class. We're thrilled that you're here. Do not get up while someone's performing. That's all I ask. Most of the performances take about 90 seconds, so no matter how important where you have to go is, it can wait that long. So there will be a pause in between each person. There'll be applause. We'll announce the next person. At that point, you can gather your stuff up and leave. And, that's fine. No one will judge you for that. But please, you will get the evil eye from lots of us if you get up during a performance. I'm just going to say something really quickly about what this competition is all about and then how it's going to work today, mostly for the participants to hear this. This is an annual competition that is part of a national competition sponsored by a group called the English Speaking Union. So the winner and runner-up of today's competition, so two people, will compete at the end of February in a competition in Greenwich, Connecticut. Right? The winner of the state competition then goes to compete at an all-expense paid trip to New York City at Lincoln Center for a national competition. The winner of the national competition gets a scholarship to study in England this summer. So it's pretty cool. And we had both the state winner and state runner-up last year. So we were pretty proud of that, and we have a pretty good track record. I'm trying something a little bit different last year. A lot of you have a copy of the program. Some of you don't. That's okay. If you can share, that's great. This is not the order, right? The way the competition works by the bylaws of the English-speaking union is that it's by lot. We draw the names out of a hat. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to modify it a little because I've had 2 requests from people who have to be at work, and I don't want anyone losing his job over this. So the first 2 people are going to be, we're going to get them in and out as quickly as we can, and I hope that nobody else has an issue because nobody else has spoken to me. What I'll do is I'll always give you a heads up so that you'll be on deck. You'll know before the person before you that you're going to be going. So if you want to kind of move to the back, if you need to stretch or breathe deep or run through your lines the last time or whatever you want to do, that's fine. You'll just come up when it's your turn. You'll say your name. You'll say the scene in the play. You don't have to give us any other information. You don't have to summarize the plot, nothing like that. Most of these are going to be from plays that you know anyway, I trust. And then you'll perform. And you have as much space as you need. If you'd rather be back here, that makes you happier, that's okay too. But you can come all the way up to the microphone if you like, and you can go all the way. I would just say don't move back here because we'll have trouble hearing you. What will happen is all 17 performances will go boom, boom, boom. I know that sounds like a marathon, but trust me, it goes very quickly. We'll probably be done within the hour. The judges, who are Mrs. Barkin in red back there, Ms. Grisson. Where's Ms. Grisson? She's somewhere. I don't know where you are. You're somewhere. Oh, here you are, right? And Mrs. Mann have agreed to judge for us today. You see a lot of your teachers are here as well supporting us. One thing I want to say for the audience is that some of your teachers might be giving a little extra credit for your presence here today. If that's true and they're not here, I put a sign-in sheet. It's a clipboard with a piece of paper this color. And when you leave at the end, you can sign out, right? If you've stayed for 10 minutes, you can't really, it doesn't really count. But, if you're here for a good meaty portion, I have no trouble passing that along to your teachers. Okay, any questions, anything I forgot to say? Right? So the judges will deliberate, and by the end of this afternoon, we'll have chosen the 2 people, God bless you, who will be representing Amity at the state competition. Okay. So the first performer, I'm going to say the first and the second, and then after the first one goes, I'll alert you to who the third person is going to be. The first performer is Ted McNulty.
Hi, my name is Ted McNulty. I'm going to be doing a speech from a show called Much Ado About Nothing, and this is Benedict's speech. I do much wonder how one man, after seeing how another man is a fool by dedicating his behaviors to love, will, after he has laughed at such shallow follies, will then become the object of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when he would walk 10 miles afoot to see a good armor, and now he spends his nights alone, fashioning his new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, and now he is a turned orthographer. His words are a very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I think not. I cannot tell. Love may transform me to an oyster. But I'll have my oath on it. Till he hath made an oyster of me, love shall never make me such a fool. Rich she shall be, that's for certain. Wise, or I'll none. Beautiful, or I will never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll none. Of good discourse, an excellent musician. And her hair color shall be that which it pleases God. Thank you.
Presenters, and I know I lied, I said I would say the second ones, but they know who they are Jacqueline Nunez and Alexandra Hill, and number 3 is Storm Boris. So you can prepare yourself, whatever that means.
We're doing Act 2, Scene 2 of Macbeth. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owls scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now?
As I descended?
I.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
'Tis a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
One did laugh in sleep, and the other cried murder. That they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep.
There are 2 lodged together?
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they seen me with these hangman hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they said God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need a blessing, and amen caught in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep, sleep that nets up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life Sore labor's bath, balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, to all the house. Glamis hath murder sleep, therefore Carter shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who is it that thus cried, my worthy thing? You do unbend your noble strength, who think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water, and wash the filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them, and smear the sleepy germs with blood.
At the storm will be Kate Simon.
Can I go? Hi, I'm Storm. I'm doing Macbeth as the role of Macbeth, Act 2, Scene 1. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in forms palpable, as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dungeon, gouts of blood, which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the one-half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, Alarum by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his designs, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones pray to my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whiles I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell, which summons thee to heaven or to hell. End scene.
After Kate, Michelle Johnson.
I'll be performing an excerpt from Hecate's speech in Act 3, Scene 5 of Macbeth. Have I not reasoned, beldams, as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part or show the glory of our art. And which is worse, all you have done hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now, get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron, meet me in the morning, thither he will come to know his destiny. Scene.
Okay, and after Michelle, this year we've allowed some scenes into the competition, although nationally it is a speech competition. And I know you've probably already caught that group 7 and 8 are the same group. So that group, which is Catherine, Alexa, and Natalia, will perform.
Hi, I will be performing Phoebe from As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 5. I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tell'st me there is murder in mine eye. 'tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes, that are the frailest and softest things, who shut their coward gates on atomies, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now, I do frown on thee with all my heart, and if mine eyes can wound, now let them kill thee. Now, counterfeit to swoon, why not fall down? Or if thou canst not, oh, for shame, lie not to say mine eyes are murderers. Now show me the wound mine eye hath made in thee. Prick thee but with a pin, and there remains some scar of it. Lean but upon a rush, the cicatrice and capable in pressure thy palm some moment keeps. But now mine eyes, which I have darted at thee, hurt thee not. Nor I am sure there is no force in eyes that can do hurt. Thank you.
And on deck after this group is Chloe.
Hello, we are doing Act 4, Scene 1 of Macbeth, the witches scene.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed, thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harp your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone, days and nights has 31, sweltered venom sleeping's got. Boil thou first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth, boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of a dragon, tooth of a wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf. Of the ravine sea shark, root of hemlock, digged in the dark. Liver of a blaspheming Jew, gall of goat, and sips of yew. Slivered from the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk, and Tartar's lips. Finger of a birth-strangled babe, ditch delivered by and drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's chaudron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
Scene.
Hi, my name is Chloe Eitzer, and I'm performing Act 1, Scene 5 from Macbeth. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from crown to toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood and stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose. Come to my women's breasts, you murdering ministers, and take my milk for gall, that wherever in your sightless substance is, you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Scene.
And after this next one, Lisa Chan.
Hello, I'm Caitlin, and that's Maggie. We are doing Act 5, Scene 8 from Macbeth. I am Macbeth, and Maggie is Macduff. Why should I play a Roman fool and die on my own sword? Whiles I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, Helm, turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor, as easy mayest thou in the trenchant air with thy keen sword and presses make me bleed. I let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Then despair thy charm, let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. But these juggling fiends no more believe that falter with us in the double sense. Keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze all the time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole, and underwrit, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground beneath young Malcolm's feet, though she be baited by the rabble's curse, though Burnham Wood came to Dunsinane, and thou opposed being of no woman born. Yet I will try the last. Before my body, I throw my warlike shield. Lay on Macduff, and damn be him to first cry. Hold, enough.
See?
Hi, I'm Lisa. Today I'm going to do Sonnet 116, a little different from a play. Okay. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though with rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me prove, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Thank you.
Oh, then I see. Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, plucked from the lazy finger of a maid. And in this state she gallops, night by night,
through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Over courtiers' knees, which dream on curtsies straight, over ladies' lips, which straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mab with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are. That is this very mab, that plats the manes of horses in the night. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, making them women of good carriage. This is she. See.
Hi, my name is Melissa Vizel, and I will be doing one of Helena's monologues from A Midsummer Night's Dream. How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know it all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things vain and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath those mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure and heady haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys that game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he go tomorrow night. Pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But hair in me to enrich my pain, to have a sight thither and back again.
Sabrina Breyer.
Sure. Okay. Sure. All right, we're doing Act 4, Scene 1 from Macbeth, which is the witches' scene. Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harpier cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad that under cold stone, days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled out first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm sting, lizard's leg and owlet swing. For a charm or powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf. Other vine, salt sea shark. Root of hemlock, digged in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of view. Slivered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of turf and Tartar's lips. Finger upward strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's chaldron to the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
That's so busy.
All right, we only have a few left, and after Sabrina, Alexa. Still here?
Should I go?
Hi, I'm Sabrina Breyer, and I will be performing Kate's monologue from The Taming of the Shrew.
fie, unknit that threatening unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor both by sea and land, to watch the night in storm, the day in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband, and when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where they should kneel for peace or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, you forward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason happily more. To bandy word for word and frown for frown, but now I see our lances are but straws, our strength as weak, our weakness past compare, that seeming to be most, which we indeed least are, then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hand below your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready, may it do him ease. Thank you.
Natalia, you're on, and you are the last final performance.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm going to be doing Act 5, Scene 1, Lady Macbeth's scene, sleepwalking scene. Yet here's a spot. Out. Damn spot out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, is this time to do it? Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared? What need we fear those who know it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting. Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia would not sweeten this little hand. Oh! Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you, yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on's grave. To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, give me a hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. to bed. Scene.
I'm Natalia, and I will be performing Shylock's monologue from The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 3. Signor Antonio, many a time and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my moneys and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spet upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, it now appears you need my help. Go to then. You come to me and you say, Shylock, we would have moneys. You say so. You that did void your room upon my beard and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Moneys is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low and in bondman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this, fair sir, you sped on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day. Another time you called me dog. And for these courtesies, I'll lend you thus much moneys. Scene.
All right, can we just have a round of applause for everyone? So that was truly spectacular, but the judges have to make a decision about who is going to go on to represent the school. I wish we could send a van load of you to the competition, but we can't. They will probably take about 10 minutes or so. That's usually what it is. We hope you'll hang around and see what's up. We'll let them do what they need to do. Thank you.